Okay, hello. We're gonna do a little reading. My name is Kai. I am a spiritual coach, and I'm doing a collective reading. My phone just went off. It has not been going off this entire time. So you are being notified of something, certainly. Okay, we're gonna shuffle a few times. Please, as you're listening to this message, take what resonates and leave what does not. Please allow your intuition to guide you to know what is your message and what is not your message. Perfect. I am just shuffling right now. I didn't want any cards to come out and they didn't. Things might be going as planned for you right now. Feels like everything might be a little easier than it should be. Maybe things that used to stress you out don't stress you out anymore because you're on such a high vibration. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. That could be relevant. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm going to turn this thing off because it's getting on my nerves. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh, it's still on. Wait, what? Whatever, I'll keep it on. I don't care. Okay, so I'm going to pull more cards for clarity, but it did come out by itself. So I feel like that's something to do with your energy being that of one who is maybe like not willing to be so open to people, not willing to be so like just pour your heart out open to any old body. You know what I mean? You're very protective of your energy at this time. What is message for this collective? Ashe. Hermit. Two of Wands. Death card. Wow. It feels like this is interesting. We have the Hermit card. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Death card. It kind of feels like, you might be, this is what I'm getting from this. It feels like you're kind of like, you're looking out, like out of a window, and you're by yourself, and you see everybody, but they don't really see you. And you're kind of like waiting for the chips to fall. You're waiting for like this big drop, or it's almost like you know what's gonna happen to the people around you, or to the people around you. This sounds very sinister, but this is just the way it's coming to me right now. Like you, kind of like a sniper, but you're not the one sniping. You're just watching things unfold in the way that you know that they're going to. It kind of feels like with this Two of Wands, like you are seeing what's happening, like and you're just like watching, like, okay, let's see. And this could have something to do with your personal, because the Two of Wands is typically like, you know, the vision that you have for your future right now, or you having a very clear vision of what you want in life. And but what I'm reading in this energy is more so that like you're seeing something, you're watching, you're an observer of your own life. You might be doing meditations where you're becoming the observer. You might be deep in your meditation practice and getting to that stage where you're starting to like see things from a bird's eye view. That's the energy that I see right now. Okay, a lot of cards just came out. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. Okay. So, just so you can read these cards. I just think these cards are so pretty, and I love them. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, okay. Then there's Five of Wands, then there's Knight of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. So this is interesting. It's like maybe there was a battle. There was some kind of somebody who was maybe like, I want to say manipulative with their resources. Like they were kind of like using people around them, or more so like using the people around them as pawns. That's what I'm getting with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like using people, but not really in a way that benefits them, only for a way that benefits the self. This kind of manipulative energy. And then it caused a lot of conflict, maybe because the people started to realize they were being manipulated, or just, yeah, some kind of like conflict like that. But there's something to do with like manipulating resources in a way that's not nourishing to the people involved. And then there being a fight for that, or an argument or something that comes from people realizing that, or people being in that situation in the first place, just maybe feeling that sense of being used. Because, you know, even if you're not aware of what, you know, what's really happening in the spirit world, or what people's intentions are, you can still feel it. 555 on the timer. Change. Oh my God, 555, 5 of Wands. There's something about change, or something about like things changing. And yeah, I think it's because of the realization of what's been happening. But at any rate, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So it looks like regardless, oh, this might be retribution. With this Knight of Pentacles, it's like regardless of what was being done in a manipulative manner, you are now being gifted what you're owed from that situation. And so with this Nine of Cups, this is giving me like, this is, you know, solar plexus energy, like this energy of being very confident. It feels like you're learning how to, this last lesson that you've been through, and especially with this conflict, it created a version of you that knows how to fight, basically, or understands the art of war, or understands like, yeah, just like energetics, and how when there's a push, there must be a push back, or you're gonna fall back. But anyway, it just kind of feels like there's a confidence with this, with you receiving this gift, or this retribution that you're receiving. It feels like you're confident and you're happy, like you're very, you know, you're victorious. And that's what this energy is with this Two of Wands. I'm telling you, like, this collective is like, you know what's coming for you, like, you know what's coming, and you're just watching it come, because you're watching the chips fall where they may, and you know they're falling in your direction, babes. Period. With this Nine of Pentacles, what is coming in? And it's like, look how it's situated. This Nine of Pentacles is going towards the Nine of Cups, and it's like this Nine of Cups is just chilling, like just chilling. But this Knight of Pentacles is coming toward the Nine of Cups. And it's like, because you're already embodying this very chill, at ease energy, very happy, very satisfied with your life, very satisfied with the way that you've handled life, and the way that you've handled everything, all the conflicts, all the burdens, all the trespassers, I'm hearing. But yeah, it's like, because you're in that energy of just like, okay, cool, I'm good with what I got going on. It's like, now you're just able to kind of like watch what's about to happen. And you know this is coming. You feel it. You feel it, don't you? You see what's going on, huh? Let me pull more cards for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. It's a beautiful message. Thank you, Source. Six of Wands in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, gosh. Yo, it's like somebody who was being manipulative, they're falling from grace. They're falling from grace. They're losing confidence. It feels like this, I'm blue. It feels like maybe someone's starting to feel blue about their lives, or about the way they feel about themselves. But regardless, it's giving like someone who, once again, was giving a very manipulative energy when it comes to like emotion, kind of like feeling like they own your emotions, or they're able to it's like, you know, when someone's like, I understand you, and they don't understand you, they are just projecting an image onto you that like isn't you. Because it's really them, and it's what their insecurities and whatever is like. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. Is it's like this they were kind of like using that against you. But anyway, this energy is starting to it's this is the where the chips are falling. They are falling from grace, or they're learning like that's not really they're not what am I trying to say? They're not operating as the prize that they think that they are. If that makes sense. It's like they had a self concept of themselves that was very like, this King of Cups is in the reverse, but it feels like they view themselves as the King of Cups in the upright, and that's their downfall. Because it's like everything's topsy-turvy. It's almost like they think that the success is going to come from being manipulative emotionally. And you know, because you're a gifted one and you're a truth speaker, okay? Tell them, Tarot. You know, you knew what to decide. You know which way to go. You know which way to go. And so because of that, you're just kind of like, okay, cool. I know I'm doing the right thing. I know which way to go. I'm speaking the truth. I'm being truthful. I'm being honest. I'm being real. And that makes the decision a little more clearer. This looks like clarity. These cards keep coming out two at a time and with the same suit. You know what I mean? Either the same suit or the same color. So the same vibe. Just like this like a dichotomy, I want to say, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But they play off of each other. These two energies playing off of each other. It's kind of like you're seeing like both sides of the coin. Like in every situation, you could be someone who's like, you consider every angle. You're not just someone who goes and just does what they want to do. You consider all angles, and that's how you know that you're with this I keep getting drawn to this Two of Wands. You know how to see. You're a seer. You see things. You see it. You're like, I see. You're like, I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I see it. So it's like, there's something very significant about that in this reading. Let me see. I'm going to pull a Earthcraft card, and we're going to see what that has to say. I feel like I'm going to get a wild card out of this. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. What is the message for the card out there? Thank you. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you so much. It's taking a minute. I know. These usually come out fast, too. Because the way they are designed. There we go. Ooh, came right out. And ooh, darkness. Whoa. As I keep drowning in this darkness, I need someone to light it up, bright it up, yeah. Yeah, so my voice is really cracked right now, but there's like this energy of like, maybe you feel like you've been drowning and you're just waiting. You want somebody to, with this Hermit too. I'm starting to look at this Hermit that came out earlier, but that's the song that came into my head. And the name of the song is like Darkness by Ekno or something like that. But it's like you need someone to lighten it up or brighten it up. So there might be like an underlying like energy of wanting to be comforted. But I'm going to read what it actually says here. Darkness. Let's see. I'm going to let you see the card. It's so pretty. So pretty. It looks very serene too, like comfortable in this darkness too. Yeah, it's like you're comfortable in this space. It's not like it's an unhappy darkness. It's just like being cloaked and hidden, and you're kind of like wanting to maybe be seen for the first time or seen at all. Okay, it says, confusion often comes from an inability to face how you got where you are. There's so much to process and heal from in the past that there simply isn't enough space to make room for the future. Facing your deepest secrets may seem like a terrifying task, but when you are lost in the depths of the shadowy forest, you must clear the thicket of complex emotions and fear that block light from showing you the way. Oof. Darkness has come to you because some answers are not ready to present themselves. You may be blocking blessed illumination through patterns of denial or a desire to run away from a situation. It may seem like the easier path to try to outrun your secrets, but you can never truly hide from yourself. Unhealed wounds from your past will slow you down. Do not allow these wounds to cause you to doubt your judgment and sense of direction. You don't have to try to heal all at once. Simply slowing down and acknowledging the hurt is often enough to begin a major transformation and see a glimmer of the moon's light peeking through the canopy. So this is about hiding something in the dark, or needing to address something that's in the dark. There might be a part of you that is like lonely or alone, and we have to recognize that everything in life is a choice, right? So why is it that the way that we react to situations, is to maybe hide or go away? And then I was just talking about this earlier, but this, like, if you had a traumatic family experience, or, you're not on good terms with your family, you grew up traumatized in some way, you might grow up to like run away or to get away from that situation, which makes sense, right? Like, I can't wait to get out of here. Once I'm out, I'm out. And so that makes sense. But there's a part of that that's also a shadow, because it's like, then you might develop the habit of running away every time things get hard, knowing that that's your way of escape. Or even the fact that there's a need to escape. Can we create safety so that we don't have to always escape? And this is just one example, right? But like, this is an example of shadow work, and what lives in your shadow, and what lives in your shadow, if it remains unaddressed, starts to run your life. So if you start to see cycles in your life and you're like, why is it always like this? Why is it always like this? Well, what do we need to address? What needs to be addressed? Because if it's always like this, we know that the universe is mental. We know that. Confirmation, roar, okay? We know that. So let's observe that. What are we doing to isolate? What are we doing to be in this space? And I do feel like isolation feels like a sense of this reading, with the Hermit card that came out and everything like that. I do feel like that might be relevant to this collective. And of course, if you're seeing this, everything here is relevant, or something here is relevant, so take it how it resonates. But I'll just say, rest yourself, rest your soul. Ooh. Super rest your soul. Okay, amen. Amen. Rest your soul. No, something's wrong for real. Like, something's really not okay. I need to get the microphone so I can drown out the noises. But then you wouldn't be able to be a part of this. I want you to be a part of this. You know what I mean? Like, this wouldn't be the same if you couldn't hear that. But it's time to rest. Apparently, it's time to rest. It's time to rest. It feels like you maybe like got to a mountaintop and you're looking around, you're seeing everything, and it's just like, yeah, it's time to rest. It's time to rest. It's time to stop running, stop fighting, stop, surviving, stop trying to survive, stop worrying about how other people, could be hurting you, might be hurting you, how they hurt you in the past. And shadow work is important, but shadow work, you don't have to do it all the time. You know what I mean? And I'm a spiritual coach. I do work on myself constantly, right? But But at the same time, I know how to rest. We have to not always feel like everything's about the next step. If we're never appreciating where we are right now, like, what's the point? You're only going to be in this place once. So all the parts of it that are great, embrace that. Because one day you're going to look back and be like, man, remember that time that we used to live in that place and yada yada was right down the street and that was cool, right? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool now. So embrace that. Be that. Be here, be now. And, you know, be aware. You know, this is a very aware collective and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes the excess amount of information that we have can cause us stress and anxiety. So we don't want that. We want to rest. We want to make sure that we feel rejuvenated enough to go and move to that next chapter, and in order to be the best self that we can be. You know, I mean, you get to live life the way you want to. So make sure you living it right, and that's it. And that's at the end of that. What? What? That's it. Okay, live life the way you wanna. Okay, that's the reading for the day. That was a lot. I pray that you got something from that. I'm gonna upload this tonight, so it's February 1st right now. It feels like today has felt like a very new beginning. Very, like, for me, and I feel it. You know what I mean? So we know what's happening astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, so, you know, I know there's a full moon. Tonight is a full moon, actually, or today, the full moon. We're entering the Chinese New Year. We're also, you know, spring is approaching. Like, we're getting to that newness, that new energy. And Aries season is coming up. Period. Shout out to all my Aries out there. But yeah, there's a fresh energy. There's a new energy. And so just rest in that. If that's how you feel today, rest in that. Be in that. Like, don't rush it. There's no need to rush it. You know, you are where you are. Four of Pentacles just came out randomly. So something about stability, holding your ground, hold this moment. Like, just be here, be grounded in this moment, and just be, you know, this is it. This is life. Like, life is dope. So enjoy that, you know. All right, y'all, I'm off my soapbox. I will see you later. If you enjoyed this message, please let me know down below. If you want to book a session with me, the link is in the description box below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.